Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk to you and give you my full review and final review on the Asics Superblast 2s. I'm clearly pretty late to the party on these ones. I've only had these a couple of weeks, but I wanted to give you my thoughts, and if you haven't got a pair, and also if you'd maybe like to get a pair, just to sort of say the pros and cons on this. But yeah, so if you like my stuff, please press a like, give us a comment. I'll definitely respond to it, and also subscribe as well would be fantastic. I'm trying to grow the channel. It's not just on shoes, it'll be on other things as well. So any suggestions, put it down in the comments. I'm a 54-year-old. I run a lot. Running is my passion. I've got 3 marathons that I've booked into this year. My first one's Canberra in April. I'm currently running about 110 kilometres a week. Just building up my long runs. Yesterday I did my long run. I ran 23 Ks at a fairly easy pace for me, which was around the 5 minutes per kilometre. I picked it up probably with the last 5 Ks and ran at about 4:30, which is probably about my marathon pace. I'm about a 3:10, 3:15 runner. So yeah, I'll get into it, guys, and yeah, you've obviously seen these before, the Superblast 2s, and so I'll just quickly run through the stats and features. We've got 46 mils in the heel, down to 38 in the forefoot with a 8mm drop. It's a the foam that they use in the midsole. It's the FF Turbo Plus, same as their race day foam. It's got a carrier on the bottom, which is the FF Blast Eco. It gives it a bit of there's 2 things for me. It gives one, also stability because of the huge stack on the rear, and also it gives it a bit of durability as well, so you're not mashing up the race foam there as well. It's a woven upper, pretty breathable. Personally for me, I didn't think I did, but I've got a pretty narrow foot. It's a little bit baggy in the upper, not that noticeable. It doesn't really affect it at all, but it is a little bit baggy. The heel counter is pretty solid. There's a fair bit of also padding around the heel collar as well. The tongue, it's a race day tongue. It's very, very thin. It is gusseted. The only thing I don't like about the tongue is because there's not a lot of padding, it does give myself personally a little bit of when I tie up the laces, it gives me a little bit of soreness on the tongue there. I think because it is pretty thin, you've just got to play around, I think, with your lockdown. I don't get any heel slippage. I do use the last eyelet because I prefer to use that. But yeah, look, it is true to size. I'm a US 11.5. I remember trying on initially a long time ago a US 11, which was a bit snug, so I didn't pull the trigger, and that was when it was so hard to come by. So I waited and then got the 11.5. So to me, it is pretty true to size. Neutral daily trainer. Look, it's got the sidewalls there, so it gives you a bit of stability with the sidewalls. Your foot obviously goes pretty deep inside that. As I said, it's got a huge stack. No carbons, just the foam in it. Look, to be honest, I believe coming in a few months they're going to do something like this with a carbon or a TPU plate. It runs well. It's got a rocker at the front, not very aggressive, but from heel to toe, it's fantastic. The stride, it's really, really good. On the outsole, it's a AHA rubber, I believe. A fair bit of exposed foam, which I think, from what I hear and what I know is it's good to have that exposed foam. It just makes the midsole breathe a bit. The AHA rubber with really good lugs there as well. I've run several times in the wet. Yesterday when I did a longie here in the Gold Coast, it was pretty wet, so really, really good traction in the wet, and also fantastic in the dry. I'm a heel striker, which I got to admit, heel to midfoot. Durability after 200 Ks, outstanding. To be honest, you look at it and it's hardly missed a beat. I've got a little bit on the outside through probably my heel striking, not much though. I suspect realistically you're going to get 800 to 1,000 Ks out of these, no problems whatsoever till probably the pop goes. I use these pretty much as my daily trainer. I mean, as I said, pretty hard training at the moment. Look, I've used them a few times now for long runs, and my sort of daily runs around the 15 to 17 Ks on a daily basis. So I use them pretty much. I have been using them in the 2 weeks that I've had, hence I put 200 Ks on them. I've used them pretty much every day. I'm not really doing a lot of speed sessions at the moment because I've had a bit of a sore hip flexor, so I'm just pretty cautious on what I'm doing. The great thing is they can pick up the pace as well. So they're a very, very versatile shoe. So that's probably the main sort of things that I can sort of say on it. In mine, it's a US 11.5, which weighs around 320 grams. So it's not light, but it's not too heavy. I do remember the first time I wore them. It is a lot of shoes, guys, and it does look like it's a bit of a boat. After the first run, I was a bit concerned, thinking, wow, this is a lot of shoe. But to be honest, after the second and third run, that's not very noticeable anymore, and it sort of goes away. So it's totally fine. What would I recommend to use them for? Anything, whatever you want. From a daily trainer, from easy miles to sort of up tempo sort of miles to long run. You can use it if you wanted to for a bit of a speed shoe, because it can certainly pick up the pace. They're a do-it-all trainer. To be honest, if you only wanted one pair, and they are expensive, $320 is expensive. But if you wanted one trainer, to me, this is the trainer that you would probably get. I suppose been running for many years, like probably a lot of you guys out there as well. And for me, probably after the second or third run, I sort of thought, well, you know what, as a daily do-it-all trainer, it's the best trainer that I've ever had, hands down, without a doubt. It's just so versatile and comfortable. Look, I probably wouldn't wear it not running. I've worn it a few times not running. It's the mesh is a bit scratchy, and it's not real comfortable, but you can get away with wearing it socially, I think, as well. It's a great looking shoe. As I said, obviously the stack is huge, no road feel whatsoever, but because it's got the combination foams, it's so stable. You don't feel that wobbly at all. It's just the strike from heel to toe is just so smooth. The rocker is fantastic. As I said, I think it's just an awesome shoe. Comes down to me, price. If you've got $320 spare, gee, that's a lot of money to spend. If you're a novice runner, I probably wouldn't go down that path unless you've got the cash spare. If you're a pretty serious runner or a 3-4 day weeker, look, if you've got the cash, definitely go down that path. For me, I'll keep wearing it, and I'll probably go through a couple of pairs. Look, this year I've got 3 guaranteed marathons, so I'll probably buy a set for each training block. It's a great shoe. I certainly recommend it. If you've got the cash, go out and buy it. You will not be disappointed. To me, anyway, I thought it's just awesome. So yeah, that's about it on the shoe. I won't speak any more about it. I'm probably boring you now. Peter, Asics done a great job on this one. So yeah, to me, it's fantastic. Yeah, again, thanks guys. If you want to drop a comment, I'll get back to you. Press the like button, and also if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because I'd like to grow the channel and do lots of different things. So see you in the next one.